house. Are Kenyan banks collapsing? Allow me to jump in this debate because I've noticed on Twitter, people are really asking what is happening to our banking institutions. On YouTube, also other channels are focusing on that. Are our Kenyan banks collapsing? What is happening? What is happening? So I just want to offer my 2 cents based on my research on the same issue, and also just to help inform you, should you be worried or what's going to happen, or if it happens, then where do we stand as a depositor? So first of all is we need to understand how the Kenyan banks work and why we are facing what we are facing as we speak. So Kenyan banks are regulated by the Central Bank of Kenya, which ensures that there is some liquidity ratio that has been maintained in our banking institutions and also financial stability. The main thing that has created this fuss is the withdrawal limit that has been currently set by our Kenyan banks. And why do we have withdrawal limits, or why will a bank institution within a specific country put withdrawal limits? So first of all is to manage their liquidity. You can imagine if people go to a certain bank and just withdraw 100 million, and we have 10 such withdrawals maybe within a week, it will be too hard for this bank to maintain liquidity, and that now might create some financial instability of that specific banking institution. Then we also have withdrawal limits, why be maybe to curb fraud or money laundering. You don't want to be a banking institution that aids people to commit such fraudulent activities or to participate in money laundering activities. So you have to also curb you also have to curb the withdrawals and put limits to such. Then they also want to encourage their users to participate, or rather to use their digital banking systems. So you'll find you go to a bank and they tell you, do you have our wallet or our digital wallet so that we can just transfer it to you? Or do you use M-Pesa like in Kenya so that we can transfer that to you? So that can also be a reason why we have this withdrawal limit. So they don't want to give you cash, but rather they want to transfer this to their digital wallet so that they help you, or rather they encourage you to use these digital wallets. Now, in a scenario where a bank collapses, what happens? In Kenya, we have this body called Kenya Deposit Insurance Corporation, which helps in just protecting the depositor's interest in case a bank collapses. Now, how does this work? So if you have less than 500,000 deposited in a specific bank, then it happens to collapse, this body will refund all your money in full if you have deposit under 500,000. Now, for those who have more than 500,000, they will recover up to 500,000, but the rest will be paid when the liquidity process has already been done for that specific banking institution. But again, there are measures that help prevent this. We have acquisitions and we have mergers. So specific bank maybe is facing distress, another bank comes to acquire it, or rather they merge together so that there is some continuity of its specific operations, protecting the depositors under that specific bank. Now, in Kenya's scenario, not specific to Kenya, we also have a certain issue where banks, or rather the banking institution of a specific country, might tend to reduce the currency circulation within their market. So you can imagine if, let's say, you have your currency, or rather you have your money, there is increase in circulation of your money within that market, the value tends to drop. But if there is a reduced circulation of that specific money within that market, then the value tends to be either stabilized or rather increased. And just to explain this in simple economic terms, when the demand is high and the supply is low, the prices tend to go high. But when the supply is high and the demand is low, then the prices tend to go low. So they also just try to control money circulation within the economy so that they can either stabilize the currency of that specific country. Okay? So back to our question. Is our Kenyan banking system collapsing? No, it is not. It is just the banking systems trying to achieve some certain objectives through curbing, through putting in withdrawal limits so that they can try to achieve some certain objectives that I've just said. Either reduce the money circulation within the economy, number two, which will enhance the stabilization of our money. Number two, to encourage you to use the banking systems. Number three, to stay afloat, manage the liquidity. And number four, to curb fraud and money laundering. So you can stay safe, you can sleep safe if you are a depositor in Kenya, because the banking systems are not collapsing. And if they do, then this will be communicated with the relevant bodies. But as of now, we are safe as depositors and there is nothing to worry about. If this information or this content relates to you, kindly remember to like and subscribe this video, and I'll be sure to post more. Have a good day ahead. Thank you.